Joe here. Today's story is Dorney Park 3. Alright, to make sure I didn't say specific. I don't want to repeat myself. I know there's 1,000 stories, but alright. Wet ride, saved that kid, met those girls. That kid Calvin on the roller coaster was hilarious. Stuffed Pikachu I gave to that other kid. The haunt from 2 years ago. My dad's scaring people. Okay. So, just so many memories. Just hang on. The funny one, but I think I said it already. Yeah, that was the first one. The first time I was at Dorney was, okay, I'll tell this story. 2006. 2000. It had to be 2006. So there was a coaster there called Laser that doesn't exist anymore. It was actually taken down, and Stinger and Possessed were put up in its place. The coaster was from the 80s. You know, it wasn't that magical. There was 2 loops. You know, it was ingenious for the time back in the 80s, but in 2006 it was outdated, so that's why they replaced it. I went on the crap, what's it called? The sky drop thing. You get on the thing and then it shoots you up and then you drop right down and you scream because your stomach goes into your throat. I forget the name of it. Sky drop? I don't remember. But we had gone, my family had gone with a youth group. Actually, back in the day, I attended church. I had some good friends in that youth group, but yeah. Anyway, away from the religion bit, well, that's who we were with. So we're all hanging out, having a grand old time, and I was pissed because, I was pissed, but I wasn't pissed. I was mad because I had planned to surprise one of my best friends at the time to go to her Sweet 16 back on Long Island. Now, Allentown and Long Island are like 200 miles apart, I guess. I don't know. It's like 3.5 hour drive. And I had talked to this girl's mom, and I was like, listen, like I'm gonna leave Dorney early. Don't tell her that I'm coming. Just be ready for her to scream because she knows that I'm in Pennsylvania all weekend. Don't say anything. And the mom's like, yeah, no, don't worry about it. That's gonna be like the greatest gift ever for her. So I was like, okay. So my dad and I leave Dorney early, and I was upset because it was my first time at Dorney, and I had so much fun. I was like, oh my god, this place is amazing. When am I going to see it again? I'm going back in July. This July. Can't wait. Can't wait. It's always such a grand time. But it gets upsetting at times because you think back and you're like, oh, such great memories, and then like, you wish you were there with those people with those memories, kind of a thing, So like I've gone with a few different people, and who knows who I'll be going with this July. Anyway, back to my story. Sorry for my tangent. So my dad and I get to Long Island, like this Sweet 16 started at 6 or whatever, so I walk in at like 7:30, and I will never forget this. I don't talk to anyone who was at that party anymore, but I will never forget this because it was just so cool. I walk in, and the birthday girl, the best friend at the time, she was decked out in this amazing dress. She looked awesome, and she had her plate, and she was getting food. And the buffet table was like right in front of the main entrance for some reason, no idea why. So her mom sees me, and her mom was like on the other side of the table, and she's pointing for her daughter to look. So then the friend looks over, and she screams at the top of her lungs, and she throws her plate of food at the friend in back of her. And the kid was so surprised. Now, you need to realize, everyone's decked out in like nice, like tropical shirts and khakis and flip-flops. It was like a beach theme. And so the girl comes running up to me, and I have a Dorney Park shirt on. I was all tie-dye, and like I was all sunburnt and Sweaty. It was hilarious. So she gives me a big hug and she's like, "You lied. You said you weren't going to be here. You were in Allentown all weekend." And I was like, "I was supposed to be. I was there this morning and the day before, but I left early to be here for your birthday. Happy birthday. I'm your gift." And she was like, "Oh my God, this is amazing." So then she made me dance with her for the entire night, and it was hilarious. It was even more funny when her dedication candles, I forget what they're called, but the candle ceremony, something like that. The candles burnt so low, and there was like luau stuff on the table that the whole table caught on fire. It was a funny party. The place no longer exists, not because of that table fire, but because of some bankruptcy thing. But that was my first time at Dorney. It was really cool. I always I love talking about Dorney. Obviously, I took 7 stories about Dorney, right? But it hurts in a weird way because you reminisce on such good times and like you don't want to talk about them because like you get upset because you're like, well, when's the next time? And like, am I going to see that friend there again? And it's like, who do you make new memories with? I mean, yeah, it's great, just walking around, you and your brother or whatever, but it's great with a group, like bouncing back each other's energy and stuff, and it's cool. And like, I love going to Dorney when there's no one there. Like the first time I was there, that one moment that we were in a tornado watch and no one was there, and the coasters were still going. It was great. One of these days, before I die, so within the next 3 years, right? Because I'm dying at 27, I need to make billions and billions of dollars because I want to design a roller coaster and donate it to Dorney, and it will be epic and amazing. They have plenty of room. They can put a coaster somewhere. Work with engineers. Little known fact, I wanted to become a roller coaster designer when I was a kid. I actually took 4 years of architecture in high school. And then it just stopped because I got into acting, which sucks because I really liked it. It was cool. It was fun designing. I was good at it too. Alright, stay in Arbor.